Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin signed the state's budget this week, which included millions of dollars for his Right Help, Right Now program. It's designed to reform the state's current behavioral health system and support individuals in crisis. Fox News medical contributor Dr. Mark Siegel went one-on-one with him to learn more about it. Doctor?
Rachel, this is National Suicide Prevention Month. 1 out of 3 teenage girls, according to CDC, considered suicide 2 years ago in the heart of the pandemic. This is a huge problem of historical proportions.
Yes.
And Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia has a historic answer. Watch.
We have a crisis. We have a mental health crisis and a behavioral health crisis across the country, and we're seeing it really in an acute way in Virginia. And of course, it is so startling amongst our young people. In our emergency rooms today, are seeing twice the number of our young people admitted because of attempted self-harm. This is a moment to come together. We rolled out our Right Help, Right Now transformation of our entire behavioral health system last December.
And how much of it is already working because of consensus across the aisle?
Yeah, this has been a nonpartisan topic. I think this is a moment for us to put politics down. It's a 3-year transformation in order to build capacity in facilities, build capacity in workforce, and yes, provide that preventive care, that in-crisis care, and that post-crisis care.
You're very passionate about all this. You have 4 children. I have 3. And I want you to talk briefly to me about social media, because I think there's a contagion going on. That's also part of your Right Help, Right Now program.
We've got a huge challenge, and that absolutely correlates with the rise in suicide attempts. This is a moment where empowering parents is so important in the social media lives of their children. Again, we go back to shutting schools, locking people in their homes, and causing this crisis of isolation. And it is only exacerbated by the intrusion of social media in every aspect of so many Americans' lives.
Fentanyl crisis is something that Right Help Right Now also addresses very effectively and well, but it's an enormous epidemic.
Well, it is the most damaging drug that we've ever dealt with. And the reason is that it is pervasively introduced into our society. It's poisoning our kids. It's poisoning our friends. No family has been spared. And the terrible part about it is, yes, we know where it's coming from. It's coming over an unsecure border, and it's turning every state into a border state. The reality is that we have, on average, 5 Virginians a day that die from fentanyl overdose or poisoning. And we know that oftentimes someone is borrowing a pill, a painkiller or something from someone else. It's laced with fentanyl. The fentanyl is being laced into vape cartridges. It is a horrible drug that is killing our kids and our friends.
Final question, Governor, about education. I was so invigorated to see that you pardoned Scott Smith, whose daughter was attacked in a bathroom in Virginia. And, you know, I am a parent who has participated in all of my children's education. It's a partnership. You ran on family values. It seems to me there's a collision of superimposed philosophies and politics on top of education, with the families fighting back. You're a leader for that.
Yes, so let me just start with the fact that I don't believe that there's controversy here. The idea that I hear from Virginians every day, well, of course, parents are at the head of the table in their children's lives, and children belong to families, not to the state, and therefore constantly making sure that parents are empowered and they have the right to make decisions with their child and not be shut out of their child's life. It's imperative, and it's also a fundamental right in Virginia and the nation. We've got to save this generation that we're at risk of losing, and at the heart of it is the role of parents in their children's lives.
This is something you and I have talked about. The role of family, the role of community is all part of the Right Help Right Now program. Insurance coverage, he fought for laws for insurance coverage, more provider help before care, during care, and after care. He's one of the new leaders of the country that Senator Romney was talking about.
Yeah, there's no question we need more money going into mental health with our children, except there's only so much the government can do. A loneliness crisis really starts with the family. And what is the government doing through their economic policies to make it tougher on families? And what can the government do to encourage more family formation, or at least incentivize it instead? I think that really is the answer. The answer to loneliness is family, right?
You are so right, because the government dollars just cover over because it brings along a philosophy, a political philosophy, right? But if family is involved, as you are, as I am, in education and what your children are up to, they're going to do better. Well,
good on him for pardoning that dad, by the way, from that school board meeting whose daughter was raped by that transsexual.
I would have done worse than that guy.
Oh, absolutely. And I would have pardoned him sooner, but good on him for pardoning him now. So, yes, absolutely. I'm with you. I would have, yeah. I don't want to talk about what I would do. All right. Thank you, Dr. Siegel.
Great to see you, Rachel.
All right.
Okay.
Coming up.